Hello and welcome. We are
the Sisters of the Holy Fiber. This is episode 4. I am Devin, also known as Rambunctious Guy on Ravelry.
And I'm Heather, also known as Tiny Kiwi on Ravelry. So grab your hammer or your scissors or knitting or crochet, whatever you're doing, and join us as we craft and chat. So, projects of the moment, what do you got?
Still the same 2 things I was working on last week.
I know, it must sound like the most boring people ever, but
it's a lot bigger now.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Than it was before. I have about 3 more inches on the body to do.
Really? It looks almost done.
Yeah, but then you put it on and it was like, wow, this would have been cool when I was in high school, showing my belly button, but...
Maybe not so much now.
Yeah, not so much now. So, we might have a cameo appearance right now. One of my kitties would like to see all of you. He's right here. Here he is. This is Timber. I knew you guys would get to meet him at some point. He doesn't want to look at you. There he is. Oh, he's my baby boy. Okay, bye.
Yeah, he looks like he's not interested.
Bye, Timber. Yeah, and I'm really trying to work on this so I can get it done. I think I might make it if I work on it a lot tonight. So, we'll see.
You can do it.
I can do it.
Do you know what class you're going to put it in for?
No, I haven't looked it up yet.
Okay.
What about you? What are you working on?
Is that all you're working on right now?
That's it.
Okay, yep. Right now, all I've been working on is my owl, because I finally picked up those stitches and went for it. So, cool. But I haven't touched Jane's hat, because I've been cranking on the, sorry for the crinkling again, I didn't really think ahead. But, Fibernerdy. I never know how to say that. But anyway, check out my progress. I should probably unscrunch it so you can actually see. It's all black, so I don't know if you can I'll hold it up to my pale face, and now maybe you can see.
It's just a black little
I'm probably
triangle.
On 2 inches, yeah. But it's coming along. Now that I got into the swing of it, it really is easy. It's just mostly garter. So I'm getting there, which is great. And it's actually been easier to work on. I was kind of worried about, since it's black, that if I'm on the bus or something, it's too dark. But then I couldn't see it.
Right.
But it's been okay. So
cool.
I'm actually more hopeful that I might actually be able to get that done on time. I haven't exactly calculated how many rows a day I gotta do. So I gotta do that to get to the 50% mark, which I think is at the end of next month, right?
Right.
Yeah. But I'd like to get it a little bit further than that, since I've got the other stuff too, to get it done on time. Yeah. I haven't touched anything else but that. I haven't done the Judy's Magic Cast-On, because I was looking at it and I was like, this is kind of a little fidgety. I don't have the brain power for this right now. I need to crank through this owl so I can at least feel better about getting that started.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I feel like, I cast on that little piece of ribbing at the bottom part, and that's all I've done on my owl. My owl's really behind because I'm trying to get this Gemini done. Well,
I took mine to knit night, so I knit on the bus there, which is like an hour to get there. And then I did it there, and I'm kind of surprisingly slow considering it's garter, but I guess it's just because it's small thread
and black.
I'm just making sure that I don't split the thread as I go through it, because it's hard to see, so it's taking me a little bit longer than I would in general. But, like I said, I'm getting there. But that's all that I'm actively working on. What about, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's finished objects. Do you have anything?
I have something that is not knitting. In my bathroom, I have a sink that doesn't have anything below it. It's just like the sink. And then underneath it's you can just see the pipe. Mm-hmm. And we put a drawer under, one of those plastic drawer things underneath it, and then all our bathroom stuff that doesn't have any room elsewhere goes on top of that. So it looks really gross. It's just it just doesn't look very good.
It's functional but not beautiful.
Right. So, I was at the creative reuse place the other day, which is a really dangerous place to go because it's so much fun, and I just like want to make all the things. But I actually ended up buying some stuff and actually making something. And I figured out like I will get a project done that I have an idea for if I do it that day. Like if I start it that day, then I'm much more likely to actually get it done.
You're excited about it.
So, they have a lot of these fabric scraps that are from furniture places, you know.
Oh, right.
So they're the sample cards.
Right.
So they go together, right? So I found a bunch of coordinating fabrics, and I made a thing to put along the sink.
Oh, okay.
So that's what this is.
Oh, that's cute. Looks kind of like a quilt almost. Hold it still. Hold it still. Oh, that's nice.
This is my favorite one.
I could tell. It looks very prominent.
Yeah. So I'm really happy with how it turned out, and it got my brain going the same way that doing a collage does. Like I had to I had to like lay them out in a certain way, and to make it look pleasing, and it was very much the same kind of process that I do with collaging. Mm-hmm. And I just zigzag stitched it all together, so it's not like I'm not the best sewer. I used a pink thread on top so you could really see like the stitches instead of trying to hide it. I figured that would be easier. And I'm attaching it to the sink with Velcro that's sticky on either side, and so it's not really sticking to the fabric very well, and it's come down a couple of times, so I need to sew the Velcro down to it. And I was going to do that, but my machine couldn't handle it, so I need to do it by hand.
I was going to warn you, because the glue on those that are meant for hard surfaces is really tacky. Don't get it stuck in your machine, because otherwise you're going to be cleaning out the goo.
It's like, it wouldn't even... My machine was like...
Well, good. No. To save yourself some headache.
No, we are not doing this. That's what my machine was telling me, so...
Like, not a chance.
So it was nice to just finish something, because I can have ideas like that and then never actually do it. Right. So it was nice to actually do it. Do you have any FOs for this week?
I do indeed. Just a little one, though, and it's still blocking, so... I don't know.
Ooh.
So this is out of... Let me grab the book. 45 Floral Blocks to Crochet by Betty Barnden. Let's show the book.
Cool.
I really like it. Just like any book, you know, not every pattern I die about, but this one looked kind of fun and lacy, and I kept thinking about it. I have no idea what I'm going to turn it into, other than... Yeah, right? It's once I let it go and take it off, it's not going to be quite so large. I've got it really stretched to dry. So who knows how large it's actually going to be. But I don't need a doily. Good gracious. What am I going to do with a doily?
Put things on it?
Oh, good gracious. I don't know. I'll probably end up using it as a coaster, which is kind of sad, but I don't have any other plan for it. Although, I was thinking there's a prompt for next month to make wacky either knee warmers or leg warmers. So I was thinking, well, no one would really think to put a granny square on their knee. Maybe I'll turn it into that. I don't know. But then I'd have to make both of them next month, obviously, to fit in the prompt. So it wasn't that hard. I got it done in a day.
Cool.
So,
I think it would look cute, like, if you did another one, and then, made it into a pillow.
Yeah, I thought about that, too. Like, especially if, I use a little bit bigger yarn and a bigger hook, and, you know, you can just keep the pattern the same and size it up.
Right.
It would make a really cute, like, pillow cover.
Yeah.
'Cause it's so lacy and cute.
Yeah.
Although I knew I didn't have anything in mind when I was making it, so I was like, I just really want to make this, so I'm gonna make it.
There you go.
And I did. So
Good.
yeah.
Why not?
Why not? That's what I said.
So, things to hyperventilate over. What are you hyperventilating about this week?
I've been watching a anime show called Mushishi, which is kind of a tongue twister. But it's really cute. This guy is a mushi master. He goes around helping people deal with their sort of supernatural problems. The little mushi are pretty cute. They remind me of the forest spirits in Princess Mononoke. So they're really cute. I mean, they're not all supposed to be cute, but they kind of are. So there's really nothing like an like a long-running plot. It's pretty much this dude going around helping people with their problems. Which sounds boring when you say it that way, but it's a pretty cute series.
Nice.
So I've been watching that.
Are you watching it on Netflix, or how are you watching it?
It was on Netflix, and then they just canceled it when I was halfway through watching it. Thanks, Netflix. They love to do that. It drives me batty. But I just found it all on YouTube. Funimation themselves put it on YouTube.
Oh, cool.
So hopefully it'll stay up there.
Yeah.
Long enough to finish the program. I think I'm about halfway through. I really enjoy it. It's kind of fun and relaxing. It's not stressful.
Nice.
So, pretty cute. The other thing that I was pretty excited about was, I don't know if you've seen it, but it's been floating around on the internet. The Jane Austen engagement. So I'll link to it, but I guess this guy got together with the girl's family. So the mom sewed everybody dresses, period dresses. And so they got everybody involved, including the dad. And then she walks in from, I think, vacation or something, and she's like, what's going on? Everyone's dressed like Jane Austen, right? Kind of weirded out. So then she catches on, and then everybody's like going through, reading through the script, basically, of the engagement scene in Pride and Prejudice. So it's pretty cute.
Aww.
So I'll link to that. I think you'll enjoy it as well.
I will enjoy it.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do that, like, read the whole thing with, like, my real dad. It would feel kind of strange to be talking, like, I'm talking to Mr. Bennett, but it's my real dad.
Yeah.
But, I think she's a lit major.
Uh-huh.
So it was very, specific to what she likes, and how she would have preferred to be proposed to. So it was very cute.
Oh, that's cute.
So I'll link to that.
Somebody loves somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Jane Austen's probably not particularly his thing, but it was really sweet of him to get together with her family and make it all happen.
Yeah.
A lot of work.
Yeah. Coordination.
Yeah. So what about you? What are you
Well, my hyperventilate has to do with your hyperventilate. So, I'm still sick, and one of my favorite things to do if I am actually, I am so sick now I'm not going to work. And the best thing to do is watch all 6 hours of Pride and Prejudice with Mr. Yummy Man. Colin
Mr.
Firth.
Yummy Man. It's everyone's favorite Yummy Man.
Yeah.
Who doesn't
And
love
I forgot that the bathing scene is so early. I was like, oh, yay! So, that was fun. I watched the first disc today. And I'll be watching the next one later today. Mm-hmm. And I don't even know how many times I've watched this. I can say the dialogue along with the characters. I have watched this so many times. It's perfect to knit to. So I just really enjoy it. So that's what I'm really excited about right now.
Yeah, I can understand. I was actually just watching the old, I think it's 1985, but I don't actually know it's earlier than that. I think it's the 70s, because his hairdo is 70s, the really old Pride and Prejudice. Uh-huh. I really like the Lizzie in that. They can't even come close to touching the awesomeness of Colin Firth, though.
No.
Yeah, no, he's not very good in that role. It's like he only becomes a character in the last minute of the movie, it seems like. He spends the rest of the movie just, like, trying to be somber. And just kind of, he just kind of fails at the role. It's like, he's kind of aloof, but he's not an android.
Yeah.
So, but I still like that one. And it's on Netflix, so it's easy for me to queue up real quick to put on while I'm knitting. So, that's what I was watching.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Next is Shiny, and I believe you have some Shiny this week.
Oh, yeah. So, I did, hold on, let me undo the stitch I've got going on here. Or finish it. That's so funny. Anyway. Well, number one, I got these new earrings that I think you've seen. Have you seen these? Let me get them in.
Only right now.
A camera. I call them my chandelier earrings. They're just flat metal that someone's cut out. But when I got them home, I discovered that the ear posts were all mangled. Like, not only were they some cheap pot metal, they weren't even silver, they were, like, rough. Like, I'm not dragging that through my ear. Good gracious. I thought I was gonna cut myself just touching it with my fingers. So I pried those off, and thankfully I went and I found one pair of real silver posts out in my jewelry stuff, so I replaced them with a different hook. But I was, like, kind of peeved that I spend so much on earrings and then you can't even get me good post wire. Listen, anyone who thinks they're a jewelry person out there, don't chintz out on your post wire. Use real silver. A lot of people have allergies. They don't want to put up with some weird metal.
Yeah.
And, don't make it so that it's so rough that you can't get it through your ear without bleeding. Unbelievable. Anyway, so I fixed that. The other thing that I did was, I've been, again, on the quest for the perfect Slytherin nails, so I tried a new polish. I don't think it's going to get in camera. Yeah, there's no way you're going to see that.
Yeah, it was almost there. Go right. Oh, it was almost there.
I really don't think you're going to
see. There. Oh, okay, anyway.
Anyway, so it's Star Attraction by Revlon. I've been going through the whole Revlon different nail enamel series because I like their color stay. Oh, it doesn't come with a turtle on top. I put that turtle there. But this one has really fine glitter in it, and then it has a magnet on top. So you paint your nail and then hold the magnet above it, and it pulls the metal filings towards the magnet and makes this little sort of star pattern in your nail polish. So I tried that out for the first time, and I kind of like it, but it's chipped a lot faster than I prefer. But it looks really cool, and it's actually green and silver, so it's Slytherin appropriate.
Hey, cool.
Yeah. So I took a picture of it when they were looking less messed up, because they really have chipped fast. But I'll post that as well on my never-ending quest for the perfect green and perfect Slytherin nails. So that's what I've got, or what I've been doing. My new stuff.
Nice.
Okay. Very good when I went to the yarn store and I didn't get a thing. You should be proud of me.
Very good of you.
It's because I didn't go in. I just looked in the window. I was like, I can't step across the threshold. This is going to end badly.
I know. There was an antiques show at our local fairgrounds. And I really wanted to go. And my partner was like, well, you could go and I could keep your wallet. And I was like, that's no fun.
I know. Then it's, like, miserable. It's just like...
I'm just not going to go.
Exactly. Sometimes you just have to know when to walk away.
Yeah, because I don't need any more stuff. And
yeah.
Like, that's what that kind of place is. It's for getting stuff. So.
Yep. Exactly. So, props to us for our mad willpower.
Yay!
It's kind of sad that we need to give ourselves props for not buying stuff we don't need, but we're working on it.
Yeah.
And I was just proud that I stuck to my yarn diet against all odds, because, of course, the yarn store is right next to where the knit group was meeting.
Of course.
So everybody keeps wandering in with all these beautiful yarns. Oh, look at this beautiful silk. Oh, look at the shine. Oh, it's so nice. It's just like a deep blue ocean, isn't it? And I'm like, yes, it is. And I'm like weeping. Okay, maybe not, but yeah. It's very hard.
I mean, you still have a lot of nice yarn that you're working with, you know.
But not that yarn.
Oh, I know.
Not 100%. Oh my gosh, somebody had mink. 100% mink. So nice. Really beautiful drape. Beautiful color, too.
Gotta find the right project for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think I can afford that. So I fondled it a little and then tried not to make eye contact anymore. Anyway. So what about you? Anything shiny that you've gotten that's new?
Nope. I mean, other than those fabrics, but I already showed that.
Yeah. So. Okay. So, brainy moments. What you got?
So, today, I wanted to talk about waist shaping. The Gemini pattern has no waist shaping in it. And, I guess it's kind of like knowing the pattern before you start knitting, you know, and, knowing your body shape, because there are plenty of these t-shirts that are knit just according to pattern and they look fine on people.
Right.
But if I had not put waist shaping in, it would look like a potato sack on me. So,
a beautiful linen purple potato sack.
Potato sack. Yeah.
Right.
And especially since I also cast it on under the arms. I cast on 4 stitches underneath each arm. Yeah, so I also, I really did need to put that shaping in because I decided to cast those stitches on. So it's kind of like, you have to know your own body shape and you have to know, how you can modify a pattern. You know, people say waist shaping and what is that? It's just decreasing. Right. I'm going from the top down.
Depends on your waist. Some of us don't decrease for our waists, okay?
I'm just saying, that's why you gotta know your body shape. My waist goes in quite a ways.
Right.
And if I had not decreased, then it wouldn't
fit properly.
Fit. And I didn't want something, I didn't want this t-shirt to be skin tight. Mm-hmm. And so I didn't really do even that much waist shaping. Mm-hmm. It's just a little bit. There are only 2 rows of decreases. Mm-hmm. And the other thing that I like to do is I will compare what I'm making to something I already have that I like the fit of. Mm-hmm. So that I can figure out if I'm going to like the fit. And this t-shirt is now at the same width as actually the purple shirt that I'm currently wearing. This purple shirt that I compared it to. And this shirt is not skin tight. It's got some positive ease in it. And so even though when I tried this on, I felt like there might be too much positive ease in it, but it's the exact same width as this t-shirt. Right. So chances are, when it's done, it's going to be the same, width. So, my brainy moment is to modify the pattern for waist shaping if you need it. Right. And you can also take waist shaping out. If there's waist shaping in the pattern, just don't do it if you don't need it, Right. So, kind of about modifying patterns so that it'll fit you.
Right. And I know that they have a whole group on helping you to, I think it's Fit to Flatter. Mm-hmm. It's based on that, I forget her name, but she has a whole book and series and stuff. I think she does lectures even about, I think it's mostly how to make your knit sweaters fit.
Right.
And it's a good forum, especially if you have a body shape that's not like a model. And you're like, I need to not look crazy in my sweater, when you spend so much time on it.
Right. And, you can follow a pattern exactly as written, and it won't fit you.
Right. It just won't.
Yeah. There's also a book that I want to get about making sweaters fit. It's called Little Red in the City by Isolde Teague. Mm-hmm. So I want to get that in because I've heard that book is really good. She's just a really good sweater knitter. So.
I was gonna say, yeah, people recommend her in general.
Yeah.
Her name I hear a lot, even though I don't do sweaters. So, eventually, someday, I will get up the gumption to try, but not yet.
Do you remember the elephant that I made?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one of her patterns.
He was knit, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't remember if he was knit or crochet 100%, so he was pretty cute.
Yeah. Totally knit.
Yeah, he's pretty cute. Let's see. Oh, so do you have any more? Okay. Let me show you, because I don't know if I actually have shown you these yet. But I made these flower lights.
Oh, cool.
So what they are is just a set of, battery-operated Christmas lights. But they were kind of harsh and glary. And I wanted some better color for my room. So I got these Chinese lantern flowers at the Dollar Tree and peeled them off their stems. And then just ran them through the LED cord. Because the LEDs themselves are, super thin, I can just run them through the whole flower. Let me peel back one so you can see. And then, I don't know if you'll be able to see, it's so tiny.
Can you turn the light off?
Yeah.
Yeah, there, that's better.
Kind of hard to see the little LED itself, but then as I was playing with it, the flowers would slide down, and they wouldn't be around covering the light.
Uh-huh.
So then I just took because it's just 2 wires, really simple. They're not even plastic covered. So I just bent them into a little curl before and after the LED and the flower to keep the flower in place.
Cool.
So that they don't slide up or down the wire anymore. And that way I can run them upside down without them falling down. So that worked out pretty well. And altogether, a pretty cheap way of getting some nice little,
Yeah, I mean, usually those, I love those little, lantern sets, and they're usually, $20 or something, insane.
And you get, a whole bunch of these flowers for $1.
Yeah.
I think I maybe used 2 sets. Plus whatever, the Christmas lights from Target or whatever.
And right now, that kind of stuff is on sale if you can still find it.
Yeah, exactly. And, since they're LEDs and battery operated, they don't get hot, so you don't have to really worry about them catching fire and everything. So, worked out pretty well.
Yeah, I really like that. Neato.
So that's what I did. One of my crafty things that I made up.
Yeah, nice.
So let's see. That's all I've got for Brainy Moments. What about I Spy? What have you seen?
Went to the Huntington Library Gardens. So we just saw all the garden things out there. I just really like the giant trees. They're one of my favorite parts. It's just the giant old trees that are there. That's
one thing I really miss about living in a city. I mean, they just don't keep the old trees thing. Unless you happen to live in maybe Northern California, they're pretty, they're a little bit more strict about what you can take down for construction. So a lot of their trees end up getting, you construct around it, you have to make the plan around the tree. You have to do so much paperwork that I think they don't take down as many of them. But in Southern California, that's not as true. So anytime I can find someplace with big trees, I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Oh, okay. Well, I've seen a lot of things in my time. I actually saw 2 western box elder bugs. I will link to them because I actually got a picture of them because they were busy reproducing. So they weren't really going very far. And they're really pretty. They have lovely little red margins around them. I saw them at the Nature Center. I also saw a bunch of other things. I saw a billion birds at the Nature Center. I got a whole list. Great blue heron. He was busy preening and looking cute, as they do. I saw a snowy egret, a bunch of Allen's hummingbirds, they were right by the path, too. Very pretty. I'm usually not too big on hummingbirds. Because they're evil. But they were awfully cute. I'll let them get away with it this time. Of course, mallards, they're always everywhere. Where can you not find mallards? Coots, another ubiquitous bird. But they're so cute when they make their little coot-coot noises. I know, they're adorable. Red-eared sliders, the turtles. Or, turtles. I actually saw a pied-billed grebe there, too. I don't know what a grebe was doing there. I don't think I've ever seen a grebe there before. But he was hanging out. So there's that. Crows, which I love. I love crows. I know they're a simple bird, but, like, they're so clever and chatty. They always have something to say. And then I saw two kinds of squirrels. Fox squirrels and California ground squirrels. All adorable. And I totally wouldn't have known the difference between the two, except there was a placard telling me. So I looked, and because I was like...
I love placards.
Yay!
Informational placards!
I just wish people would stop vandalizing them. I don't know, like, covered in barbed wire. I have no... That sounds wrong. It's supposed to be educational and fun, not covered in barbed wire. But, yeah. And, because we went on the weekend, and usually it's very busy on the weekend because people they bring their kids there because it's really cheap outdoor entertainment. So it's usually really loud, so, like, forget seeing a skunk. There's nothing around, everything's hiding on the weekend. But, we took the 4th mile trail, that's the paved trail because it's also handicap accessible, and nobody was on it.
Sweet.
So... super awesome. Yeah, and that's when I saw most of the stuff. Oh, and a western fence lizard, too. He was just chilling. I got a pretty good picture of him. And I got some really cute plants. I can't remember what any of them are. I look at them and I'm like, yeah, I knew I'd know you at one point. Like, are you a toyon? I don't know. You got berries, I know. I'm not supposed to eat them. That's the important info. So I might actually look up some of those. But I'll post the pictures.
Even though they look red and delicious.
I know, right? Well, the birds are eating them. Yeah, right. Well, don't do that. So, public service announcement. Don't eat things that the birds eat. We can't always eat the same things. But I'll post the pictures to those plants because they're really cute. There was one that has this really beautiful, like, I don't know if I'd call it a flower, more like a bract kind of thing. Almost like a thistle. Really pretty. I'll show you. It's really cute. But I'll have to link to that. Obviously, I can't show you that right now. Or, yeah, I don't know where it's on my phone, so I'm not going to bother trying. But, yeah, saw a lot.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, but that was very exciting. I hardly ever get to go out and see anything. And I'm never up in time for seeing birds, other than mallards, which I'm not going to count. But, yeah.
Well, it sounds like you saw a lot of birds.
And the box elder, what do you call it? Western box elder. I had to look him up. Bug. That was a nice find, because you can't see those everywhere. Except where you have the appropriate kind of trees. Like at the nature center. How about your party? What you got to listen to?
Musical menagerie?
Yep.
So today, I have one of my favorite things to chill out and listen to. It's by Brian Eno. And it's ambient music, which I just got into a couple years ago. I wish I'd found out about this kind of music before. Mm-hmm. It's just so relaxing.
It is.
And this piece is called Music for Airports. And you really could, I can just imagine listening to this at the airport.
We'll link to it.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things to just listen to. It's one of the only pieces that I have downloaded on, all of my devices, so I can listen to it whenever I feel like it.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I really like it. What do you got?
I'll link to it, but, the Armenian duduk, which is one of my most favorite instruments in the world ever. Except you look kind of ridiculous when you're playing it, because you got the kind of trumpet cheeks going on. Because it's a double-reeded instrument. But, it's a trio of dudes playing. It's really good. But, unfortunately, you can't listen to it right now. But if you check the links and check our page, you can hear it and hear the beautiful sounds. I've also been listening to some Chinese music, which is another sort of genre I love, just because I love a lot of their stringed instruments. Like the pipa. I don't know how you say it really, but it's P-I-P-A. Like I think they call it a Chinese lute.
Uh-huh.
But it's really beautiful as well. So I'll see if I can dredge up something of the Chinese stuff I've been listening to in general, too. Because I like it.
Awesome.
All of my crazy instruments that nobody has an idea what they are, but I'm like, yay, I love these guys.
Yeah.
You know, I'm always listening to weird stuff, I guess.
Well, that's why we have this segment.
Exactly. To expose you to new instruments and new music.
Things.
Yeah.
And...
and then it's like dead silence. You first.
All of these links will be available at our show notes, which are at sistersoftheholyfiber.wordpress.com.
WordPress.
You know it.
I told you I was going to make it a thing. You should have believed me.
I believe you.
Yeah.
Walks in the urban wilderness.
What do you got?
Jinx. So, my goal was to walk around the block twice in a week. And I walked to my hopper class, and that's about a couple of blocks away. And I did a lot of walking at the Huntington Library and Gardens, so it counts for my 2. And I'm really not doing very much right now just because I am still sick.
Yeah, that's getting ridiculous. You need to work on that.
Yeah,
that needs to be your current whip.
Got a
Work
second
in progress. Getting better.
Got a second opinion yesterday, so.
Thank goodness.
Okay, so what about you? How you doing with your goals?
I did good. My goal was to walk around the block twice, and I basically got out and walked 4 times. So that's much better. And I did it a lot further a couple times. So doing really good. So I might have to up my...
I think you need to up the ante.
Yeah, I think I really need to. So I'm gonna... Because I also need to be realistic, because most of the time... Like, I spent the whole weekend walking, basically. But I don't always get the chance to do that. So, I don't know. I still should probably up the goal to 4. I was thinking maybe if I set it at an adjustable goal, because I was reading somewhere, if you set a goal like, I need to walk a minimum of 2 times a week, maximum of 5 times, that way if you hit your minimum, you feel good, but you still have something else to work towards. And I thought that's a good idea, that way you don't feel, because you always feel bad when you don't meet your goal, and you're like, oh god, I failed, or whatever.
Right.
So if you set
I'm
something
really
that's
good at
minimum,
getting out the hammer and, hitting myself over the head, so I need to not have the option for that.
which just makes you want to not do it.
Right.
So if you set the minimum goal that's attainable, it has to be attainable, realistic and attainable, but still a maximum that's, something to strive for, then you have, that flexible goal, and you feel good, you've done well, you've met some of your goals, and you're getting there, and you still have something to strive for so that you're not just chinsing out early if you're capable of doing more, So I might have to set some kind of adjustable goal like that. Like a minimum of 3, maybe a maximum of 7. Try to get out and walk around once a day. Because I think that would be a better goal for myself, since I'm not sick right now.
Yeah.
I'm finally better. Unfortunately, you still have the sickness. So.
Yes.
But I'm glad you still managed to make your goal, even though you're still, super sick. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Props to you. What's our last thing? Oh, random remnants.
I don't have anything.
Nothing random? I wanted to talk about the leg warmer challenge. I don't think you guys are doing this too. I think it's just a Slytherin thing. But for February, they're doing a leg warmer / knee warmer along. And they had to be wacky, like I was talking about. So I was thinking, actually, other than... My first thought was to make something like like, well, it wouldn't be amigurumi if it's flat, but you know that octopus that you did for your phone?
Uh-huh.
I was thinking about something like that, only for, that looks like, the head would look like the knee pad.
Oh, cool.
And have tentacles that go around your leg.
Yeah.
But that means I'd have to design something and make it, and make 2 of them, which I really don't like doing. I'm really lazy, sorry guys, but I'm really tempted to do that, because it's something that I really would like to do. I'm always making weird things, you know, like my plug it into the wall hat in metalsmithing class.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Making wacky, useless things. That's right up my alley. So...
It's art.
Yeah. But when am I really gonna wear octopus knee warmers?
To my house. Duh.
I know, right? So, especially if they fit over jeans, then I could just... That would be awesome. So that was my first thought. My second thought for that prompt was... I don't think you've seen it. I don't think I've shown you any pictures. It's the Kuna Indians. Anyway, they have some really fantastic beadwork that the ladies make for their legs, but they don't sell it. Because it's just part of their indigenous dress. But they're really awesome, sort of vibrant, geometrical, like, patterns. But they're all beaded. But I was thinking, maybe if I can find some bright, cheap yarn, I could make some color work ones that look like that. Because I really covet those beaded leg things.
That sounds quite the project.
Yeah, and I don't think it's just...
But it's a nice idea.
Yeah, and I really want those... Like, it's motivating, because I really enjoy... Yeah. But I don't know if knitting it is really the best choice. Because it would take me forever. I'm not great at color work. I'm still learning. And I don't have the yarn for it. I'd have to break my yarn diet. So, probably that's not going to happen. But if you can come up with another idea for how to make those, I'll link to one of them, because they're really beautiful. You should check them out, even if you're not interested in making wacky egg warmers. So, or maybe I could beat them. No, that's crazy. That's a lot of work. It's like a few hundred rows of beads, of seed beads.
That'd be a lot of work.
Yeah, and I don't have that. That's another thing I'd have to buy, so that's kind of defeats the purpose of trying to stay in-house.
Yeah, so, I don't know. Finally purged down my bead collection since I hadn't beaded in like 10 years. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't really keep these anymore. Somebody else can enjoy them. I
emptied mine out when I discovered that they were all not appropriate for loom, for a bead loom, because they were variable, like, sizes and shapes. Some of them were like teardrop almost. I spent more time picking through and searching through that, trying to find the uniform size of beads to make my bracelet, that it was such a headache. I gave them all away to the children's department at the library, because I know they always do crafts and stuff. So I was like, yeah, I'm sure they are probably the teens will do it, because it's kind of a choking hazard for kids. So, and I'm not going to use them. I need to buy, the nice Japanese uniform ones, so that when I string them up on the loom, it doesn't end up with, wavy weirdness because of the differences in bead size. Mm-hmm. But that's something I haven't bought, and, I'm trying to stick with just the crafts that I'm working on. It's so focused. Not really a monogamous crafter. It's so hard. But I'm doing good. Mostly. Yeah. I kind of look at the paper cutting that I really want to be doing right now. It's hard because I'm on my Facebook. There's a paper cutting guild, so everybody's always posting their pretty stuff, and I'm like, oh, I want to make that too. Really hard. No, must knit faster.
Must papercraft in off month.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll link to everything that we've talked about. So check out our show notes. And thanks for joining us, guys. Especially since I'm sure this is probably dragging on in length now.
Yeah, and thanks for sticking with us even though I'm still sick.
Yeah.
But hopefully next week.
Hopefully everyone will be well by next week. See you next time.
And hopefully I'll have an FO.
Yeah. Hopefully we all will.
Yay.
Bye.
Bye.